And plea deals are a wonderful thing. Plea deals are a wonderful
Don't get
thing.
me wrong. I'm not saying that the Kavanaugh confirmation was
That's the only way to be saved.
like it was bad. There was a lot of bad. Now I'm not sitting here saying that anybody was lying. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying.
Did you notice how when they let me up there,
you guys are talking about that Crow and Arrow dude?
Motivation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was blaming children poking his dog with a stick. Like, I thought that's victim blaming. I thought you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, I mean, that's what, dude. That's the only thing I asked the guy to do. That's the only thing I asked the guy to do. I just said, hey, man, just don't victim blame. He's like, no, I owned up to it. I owned up to it. And it's like, dude, that's not owning up to it. You know what I mean? I misinterpreted somebody's gender and I owned up to it. You know what I mean? I don't hate anybody from LGBTQ or anything like that. I get along with all these people. But because I get along with them is why they spread that message around. Kind of like Crow gets along with a lot of people, but he's involved in the back end of stuff, okay? And you take that role, you better fucking own responsibility for it. I'll tell you that much.
2016.
Oh boy, the mess he has created, literally. The mess he has created for himself is unfucking believable.
Yep.
Like, dude, I tried to like the guy. I tried my best to like him, man. I really did. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's important that people understand and come clean, because when people are doing things sometimes, they don't necessarily realize what they're doing, okay? And they do it and they dig their hole deeper and deeper and deeper, and it becomes legal issue at some point, you know?
Yep. Right.
They were trying to rush.
Fulton County is all over.
Can you hear me now? Over here.
Yeah, definitely.
We came up with Obama and
So, Crow, you should probably just own up to that one part. That's all. That's all you got to do. But that's not the only part. But you should do that, okay? Of course.
That's Republic. Republic is Raymond following.
Like, just to really, like,
Alex, he told me,
Raymond's following.
I was being your friend, but you know, I'll be your friend. Drop David as your friend. I was like, go F yourself. Like, what?
I mean, and not only that, the discord that has happened towards followings on here, okay? I had an account that had over 50,000 people, 50,000, okay? Now, when you compare those numbers to election and what's going on, and this is happening on a massive scale, this isn't just one way, okay? If you notice, the money has slowed up on the left. That's because of some things that have happened, okay? So there's been some significant things that have happened, and the money is dried up, okay? Because when things are being watched, no, seriously, when things are being watched,
It's hard to
you know,
hear
we can't barely hear you, Kat. Sorry.
I don't know what you
Look
were
at
saying.
Sas's comment.
If this live drops because I'm putting my charger in, I will start right back up. Okay.
All right, sorry. My phone.
Says your name's David.
What were you saying to me a second ago, Kat? It was hard to hear you.
I said, look at Sas's comment. She's like, you're not the judge and jury. Mind your business, Jesus.
Used to just be a formality.
Hilarious.
Gave you a follow.
But yeah, guys. So collectively, if you look, everybody can be their own little investigator. This is why it takes all of us. This is why we say where we go one, we go all, because it takes all of us to do your own little investigating. All you have to do is pinpoint it, just like the FBI does, right? And the money being traced and everything else. The reason it's dried up right now is for a very specific reason.
I'm just here to troll.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
I'm just being nosy at this point. I don't know. I don't really care what's going on. I wasn't involved. I'm just chilling.
Yeah, definitely. The message is out there, though. Crow is victim blaming children. And there's a reason. There's a reason Crow needs to be canceled. A very, very specific reason. You know? Because the election's coming up. The election's up here very soon. Okay? And the faster he gets canceled, the better off it is.
They can be removed, but it has to be.
Agree.
The process for removing a Supreme Court justice already.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, that's not the only thing that's going to come out of the closet here soon. So, I got a video, and there's a few other things that are going to come out there on what people try to do. He literally threatened to unalive me on here.
He did. I
Literally.
heard it. Can you hear me? He literally.
Oh, I have it recorded too. I mean, it doesn't.
Let's put it this way.
And that's who he is. And along with some of these other leftists, which they've changed their ways. You know, when people want to say they want to put us in cages and stuff like that, they literally do this.
He's only in his live.
Hey, is Allie in the queue?
I don't know, but Nancy. Oh, another lying account. David, why are you so nervous? What am I nervous? I'm on here every
I
fucking day.
know. I'm so confused. Like,
What the fuck would I ever be nervous about? Never.
Unless they could be forced
I've never been fucking nervous. That's funny.
for any position in the government.
Hey, I'll just say this. I don't do this for money on TikTok, but I do this for a reason.
yep.
And it's a specific reason. So, yeah, and it all plays into what needs to be done because it is a good fight. And being the fact that they took action and have done these things, it's great because that proves what we're talking about. And this happened on a massive scale, guys. When you are involved in the tech industry, I'm not going to tell you too much more, but when you're involved in the tech industry and you do certain things, okay, you're liable. You're literally liable for that.
Game type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Republic. He was saying that I'm actually 39 when I'm actually 19. He wishes I was 39.
Oh yeah, I'm 39. Oh man, I just think this is so fucking hilarious, don't you, Gorilla?
It's so
I love it.
crazy.
Yeah, Nancy won't come up. Nancy's just a fucking likes to run her
Keyboard
mouth.
warrior.
We love those keyboard warriors.
Thank you, Double D. Thank you very much.
Come on, fancy Nancy, come on up. Oh, can't? Of course not. Of course you can. You can talk your little comments, but you can't come up.
Oh, hey, David, look at Sass's comment. David, you need the people's lives. You check that out. It's not at all who she says. I mean,
It's so fucking hilarious. Like
so fucking pathetic.
like something so simple that Crow has to do is to just be a decent person, and he won't do it. And there's, you know, you have to prove these things because when it comes to court, you have to show somebody's credibility. You have to show who they are. You know what I mean? And when people have to take the stand about stuff too, you know, things get played.
If you truly want to initiate change,
You know what I mean? You should have watched the stance you took with the wrong person. Just saying. I've always been super cool to everybody, and that's what it's all about. Okay, even if I don't like it, how I'm treated sometimes, I have to take that stance because it sets precedence. Because when things play out, especially in the courtroom, it's gonna matter.
Yep, you're right.
It is. It's definitely gonna matter.
There is, in fact, a bill that
I've done everything calculated for a reason. I'll tell you what, though, when Crow came up and everything, because there was certain things that we didn't know, and when he came up, he really disrupted what I was doing, and there were things that were unknown at the time, but the connection's been made now, and things are actively being done right now. This is just a warning shot, bro. Just saying.
Sorry, Crow.
Oh
Our
my gosh,
plan is
oh
coming
my
to
gosh,
fruition.
I'm dying right now. I feel like
They want to increase that,
I
but
feel
I
like
want to
Jack
hear
is
what.
staring at me, and I feel like,
Yeah. Hey, I can say one thing. People in the government, high-ranking in the government, are involved in this. That's what I'll say.
I think that a lot of wisdom comes with age, and I think
You know, I don't think it's has anything to do with the White House because I can't know anything else. I'm not allowed to. I'm a civilian.
and in really good shape. His mind is absolutely.
So when Eddie said that the FBI came after me, he's kind of right in a way, but he's totally off the chart.
well, no, but David, he said they would come.
No, but did you hear me when he threatened me with the FBI the other day?
No, I know they
When he-
have. He said they would come to you again. I just like that again.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He thinks that they came after me. That's not what they did. That's the miscalculated steps that they all have done. because like I said, there's people that are actively involved in the government right now that ties to the White House. Okay, and that's all I can say. But they have government credentials, and they've abused these authorities. And there's statements out there. There's fucking video out there and everything else. There's photos, stamps, everything. There will be no excuse. And not to mention, there's fake created accounts out there.
It doesn't really change the problem.
Yep.
I can't wait till this all go down. Kat from being a traffic. I'm sorry, Kat. I know you talk about it when you want to, but from being traffic, you know yourself that you're only allowed to know certain things.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so, I just can't wait. You know what I mean? I cannot wait.
What's
Yep.
the other guy?
No, I know.
And there's
things you can say.
What do all three of those have in common?
what's going on, Justin?
It's somewhere in the range of like 45 to like.
How old are you, Justin?
I'm great.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
It becomes a factor.
I'm me.
Hey, Grilla, and I really do appreciate your help, man, for everything.
No, David, you know how I met Crow?
Yeah.
Me and like everybody else in the one panel, we were talking about abortion, and then he popped up. And then like 4 people out of the panel dropped out, and then 4 more people came up. He rolls with the posse, doesn't he?
No, okay, yeah, and I'm not going to talk about too much of this because literally this is like on the line of stuff I'm not supposed to talk about. So like, I will say this.
Right.
I will say this. When Crow got involved, there was some stuff that was unknown that ended up being tied together with other things, and that's all I'll say. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm willing to say. Anyway, I got to get off that topic. I could talk about Crow. I could talk about everybody. I could talk about what I want to talk about, but I'm just going to stay off that topic for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I really don't need to talk about that for my own. I can't. But
I hear you.
So Crow is actively saying children were poking his dog, okay, and he had to unalive his dog, and he was sad for his dog. But why is he victim blaming? That's the only thing I asked the guy to do. And it's part of exposing the truth. Some of this stuff is always semantics and making sure people know what's going on. And, some of the back end stuff is real stuff, And so, but somebody that wants to be actively involved in all this, they should actually tell the truth about who they are.
Hey, Dave, I agree with you, but I have a question. There's a quick question in the comments, a really good one. Angel said, can a Secret Service be inside with any former president that goes to jail? Aren't they supposed to be? Isn't that, are they?
I'll give you a very brief summary of this bill.
The Secret Service?
Yeah, so if an ex-president goes to jail, from what I've heard, they have to be protected of the ex-president.
Of course. I mean, the president gets a detail for life, and just because you go to prison, and I was talking to my cousin about this. My cousin's been in the military for a long time. He's out of the military, but he's connected to some very high people in the military. I've talked about him before. I've showed him on here, and he's connected to some well-connected people in the government. Okay, and good patriotic people, by the way, admirals and stuff like that. And so. What he said he thinks going to happen, he's getting ready to run for office. And when I get ready to get political where I'm at, I have some things I'm going to do with the Greater Idaho movement. But and I have many people that are in, like my real life. I don't ever talk about my real life too much except for my wife and kids. But the president going to jail, what would happen is I think they might try to put him in jail, and it'll be a very temporary thing. But it's definitely going to expose the truth. Like him going to jail on contempt or any of these other things is going to set the precedence to what happens with this whole entire court case, I think.
Can I have a favor, David?
What's that?
Can I have a favor for a minute? Your dog, why wouldn't you let your dog?
I can't hear you, man.
I said, why would you, if you're a dog owner, why would you let your kids be by?
Not his kids, neighbor kids or something, and poking them with a stick. And I'm just saying they shouldn't victim blame. That's all.
Why would you let your neighbor kids go home with the dog? Sorry,
18 years long.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just know that that I'm looking for somebody to own up to that what they said. That's all. Acknowledge what they did wrong. That's all.
I agree. David, good follow-up question. So that will not stop him running. It will not stop him from running at all. People have been asking these questions, like, well, it's not stop him running. No, it won't. He'll still run. He's gonna run.
No, it definitely won't stop Trump from running. I mean, don't them trying to put him in jail for a temporary. Here's the thing: it would be a total fucking if they tried to do him for contempt or something like that, right? Like that. I don't think they would do that because they know the repercussions on that. But I do think they would try to put him in jail. But it would be a very temporary thing because of the fact that special housing, moving everything around, and the upset, it would do the opposite effect. And they have analysis and everything else that they do on these things and advisors. There's no fucking way after doing all that, I don't think they would risk it. I think they would try it, but I don't think they would risk doing it. Like, I think they would risk it for the 30. What did my cousin say? I just talked to him yesterday, but because of my wife's, supposed miscarriage, I was pretty flustered yesterday.
I know sucks. Oh my god. Sorry.
No, I know, but hopefully it's not. You know what I mean? I mean, we found out today. Hopefully it's not. And we told the kids and everything, man. Like, it was a sad day yesterday. A lot of traffic noise, but yeah, I just think that you. That if you make a comment about your dog, you should probably just say, hey, I shouldn't have brought up the stick thing. Only reason I brought it up to say that he was being antagonized, but I'm not blaming the kids. I mean, that would have been a thing to own up to, right? As a responsible person, like when I misgendered somebody.
Own up to it. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm asking from him, man. Like he's taking it all personal and shit. Like when he does it to other people, he doesn't give a fuck.
It's like my kid biting a kid. I'd own up to that crap.
You know what I mean?
Well, I love
you. Why can't you be an honest person, guys? Like, I never said that he was raising attacks dogs. Never.
No, you never said that.
I said that he is.
Yeah, but I didn't. You know what I mean?
No,
he said I did. I said and only thing I'm saying is don't victim blame and own up to the fact that you did victim blame. Just own up to that and say, hey, I was misworded wrong and I shouldn't have done that. That's the only thing I was at. He pleads with people, just do the right thing.
Yes.
Don't be a hypocrite then, Crow. Don't be a hypocrite. That's all you got to do. Admit the mistake and I will fucking drop the whole thing.
Yep. That's exactly, David. That's the thing with you. Just admit you're wrong. That's it.
That's all.
You probably drop it if you don't do it wrong.
How can you be so stubborn? Like, why? What for? Because you're worried about other things you did, Crow?
David's not heartless.
Oh, he knows what's up, man. He knows what's going on. That's why he's not admitting to it.
Yeah,
he knows what the fuck is going on.
Well, someone's calling you heartless because he lost his dog. That's not the point, David.
No, I do feel bad for him having to do that. I definitely do. I mean, I never once said that was okay. That like he could have. I don't know what his situation like far as turning the dog in and all that. He just did what was right. I'm not saying he did do what was right, put his dog down.
Yeah.
But you don't victim blame the kid. That's the only thing I said.
Yeah.
Own up to that, dude. That's it.
That's it.
And he acts like I'm some bad guy or something, man. Like they don't tell the truth about what I've done. And this whole fucking Amanda thing, like that was not my account. I would admit if that was me, believe me. And the fact that they're doing that and making fake accounts and acting like me, you know what I mean? That's
Dude, I just hate the lies. They said that Eddie was unalive threats. Felice had unalive threats.
Yeah, they're all Jesse Smollett's. Where are all these people? If I hang around them, don't we want to know?
Any of these threats. So it's bullshit.
Dude, I would love to know, man. So I could be like, fuck you. That's not our side. That's not what anytime anybody calls Barack Obama's wife, Big Mike, what do? I fucking get upset about it. And I don't like that because it's accountability. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, she doesn't go by Mike anymore.
That's bullshit.
You don't go off.
Yeah, I don't do that, girl. Come on, man.
I
You don't go off.
know.
No, I
you
mean,
just bring it up.
you know, I don't. You know, I don't do that shit.
I know.
And so, and that's one thing that irks me about fucking Crow, man. Like, he knows how I am, and because I do such a good job of talking with these people, he doesn't like it. So he attacks me for it, dude. It's fucking like childish behavior, man.
David, you're
They
not
claim
TikTok
that a
around
baby is,
on
they claim a
that.
baby is not a baby until
What's
it's
that?
in the
You're the best TikToker on
the
this app.
magical 8-inch birth canal and took
I'm the best TikToker.
The bathing side, you know what I mean?
Oh, debating wise, yeah. I mean, because I debate logically and what I know about. And if somebody says you're stupid, you don't know this, I say, okay, man, I'm uneducated. I don't understand. Teach me.
You don't argue with them like the rest of them. You say your opinion, then you know, let them talk, and you know what?
I had the church Wi-Fi.
You debate them, and then they get mad and leave.
I was just blocked by the creator again
Because it's no, you're telling the truth, bro.
because Crow is sending messages. See, Crow doesn't know I have somebody on the inside right now.
Jake, who's Jake?
No. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. Crow's watching right now. He doesn't understand I have somebody on the inside right now that's getting me back in. Get me back in, brother. Get me back in. Get me back in, please. This is another one you have to expose. No, they have no idea who these people are. That's what I'm saying. They don't fucking have a clue, and I love it. They don't understand. They don't understand how many times they've been recorded. They don't understand what's happened. I have somebody like get me back in live right now. How's it going?
Yo, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Yo, so I just wanted to say, man, that guy in your picture, the other day I was doing like a political debate thing, you know how they do on TikTok.
Yeah.
And he said something that I thought was silly, and I corrected him, right? And he got like really mad and like started yelling swear words at me and stuff. I was like, dude, calm down. And
that's that TDS.
I got flagged for harassment and bullying, and got kicked off the live. And I didn't.
So let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's going on without actually telling you what's going on. Okay. There's people involved on here on the back end, and believe it or not, this leads up to Donald Trump's cases and stuff like that. Okay. They're literally actively using credentials of government. They're literally actively using discords. Okay. And there's lawyers involved. Okay. There's people involved that actually have careers actively in our government. Okay. And believe me, they're being watched, and that's about all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that because it left a really bad taste in my mouth because, like, I didn't even do anything wrong, and I ended up getting flagged and kicked from
Don't let them tell you affidavits don't matter. If you want to contact your government, bro, you're allowed to do that, okay? And you're allowed to put affidavits in about what you witnessed and stuff like that because – do you remember when they were challenging the court dates in Georgia and they were like, affidavits aren't evidence, okay? But guess that collectively with affidavits, video evidence, messages, whatever else you have, okay? People's careers that are involved in government, so on and so forth, collectively, that's all evidence. So you need to kind of turn that stuff in because you feel like you're being silenced, don't you?
Well, so actually, I mean, I'm a Biden supporter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what side you're on. That's the thing. It does not matter. I'm a Democrat for Trump, dude. And it doesn't matter that we have difference of opinion that you're a Biden supporter. What matters is that there is active suppression going on to where you get blocked and people with credentials have the right. They don't have the right to do this stuff. Being that this is a private platform doesn't give somebody the right to actively interfere with what's going on. This is not the company doing this. This is not TikTok doing this. That I don't want to say anymore. But you have the right to say something about this and report it to the right people. You know what I mean?
What you mean, like report to TikTok or something?
No. Report it to the government. Tell them the suppression going on in TikTok. Get a hold of your governor, even your mayor and stuff like that. They'll have proper paperwork for you to fill out, so that way you can submit things to your government. Because if you look, I'll put it this way: these people are connected to people in the White House. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just. If anything, I feel suppressed by the guy in your picture.
Okay, I'm coming.
I
gotta go to a meeting. Okay. And I got people waiting in a box, but I'm gonna let these two people up before I leave because I gotta go.
David, I'll drop down. Thank you for me up, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but everybody just I'm gonna shut it down right now. And just realize people are connected to the government, guys. I'll be back on in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Bye, guys.
God bless. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Hey, hold on. Let's see if I'm unblocked yet. I'm gonna see if I'm unblocked because my guy got me unblocked. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yep, I'm unblocked.
Sorry, I've been showing down.
So, Crow, just so you know, Crow, I'm unblocked, buddy. Listen to you. I'm uncancelable. You're done, Crow.
And the
You're
left is
done.
going, well, what about grape?
I'm trying to put you on notice, bro.
When those are
Understand that
very
you're
small
done, bro.
percentages of the speech
Understand that.
that are done.
Okay?
Hey, Hug the Bear.
I hope you
The only
understand
time
that.
They allow it after 22 weeks or at 9 months. Is
Anyway,
if the mother's like,
I'll be back later.
That's not true. I'm
Yeah,
in
big
Virginia,
difference.
and where it's
Thanks. I'll be on later. You know what's going on. Anyway, Crow, I'm not watching live right now, but I just want you to know you've been caught. You've been caught, Crow. You're watching. I have to go to a meeting right now, but I'll talk to you. Have a good one, Crow. And own up to what you did. You shouldn't have mentioned the sticks being poked with the dog. Just own up to it, just like I owned up to what I did with Fleas. Yeah, I owned up to it, man. Be a man. That's all I'm asking.